Okay people, so I just came from taking a shower. Now I'm ironing my clothes. Now I'm getting dressed. I shall definitely put on my tam. Where am I going? I'm heading to work. Right there. So this is one of the first tricks to working at home. Get up like you used to, take a shower and dress up. Secondly, clean up your workstation. Look at this mess.
Come on, sir, we cannot let you out. You are a COVID-19 case. Sick. Me not feel sick, me not cough, me not sneeze, me not hurt. That don't mean you can't tell. Sir, you are sick. I want you to infect anyone else.
The time flying on me there. So this is the next trick when it comes to working at home. Try not to get distracted. Try not to get distracted on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram. Put your phone on a side, give your phone a break. Do the things that you would normally do if you were sitting at the office. If you know you'll not be at the office if you're foot up watching a YouTube video, then don't do it. If you know that you'll not be in your phone 24/7 listening to WhatsApp videos or Facebook or Instagram, then don't do it. So that's the third trick to stick to working at home. Now the fourth trick, which is going to enable you to do the third trick, is set goals for yourself. Get a paper, get a pen, and start to write your goals down. Write all the necessary things that you'd want to accomplish for the day. That way you don't get so distracted, and it's sometimes put a time frame to each task that you want to get accomplished. So that way you can monitor the time that you spend on each particular task. You can also prioritize your task. Make sure to do the most important things first. Okay, so the next tip is to maintain regular hours. And by that I mean, if you normally start work at 8, then you should start work at 8. If you normally start work at 7 or 9, then you should start work at those times. Don't just take advantage of the situation and start work at any time that you want. Let it be a regular process for your body, you know, because your brain is accustomed of starting work at a particular time. If you go and start at a different time, then it's just going to confuse the way that your body works at times. So maintain your regular hours. Also take your regular breaks. If you know that you take a 15-minute break at 10 o'clock, if you know that you take a lunch break between 12 and 1 or 1 and 2, then take your regular lunch breaks. And don't abuse it. If it means that you have to prepare your food at night like you normally do, then do that. Because of course it's going to be very difficult for you to go out and buy a snack as you usually do. So prepare your food at night so that next day you have your breakfast ready and you have your lunch ready. So maintain your regular hours. And now the next tip is a very important tip because, well, for me it wouldn't apply so much for me because right now I'm home alone. But that's for those of you who are home and you have your spouse or you have your children or you have your siblings around. And that can be rather distracting because you know those people are not normally around while you're at work. So you need to set ground rules with the people in your family, other people in your space. Make sure that there's a fall crowing. Make sure that your space is well private and you know it's respectable enough, and the people around you respect your space, and that let them know, set ground rules, let them know that they can't disturb you at that particular time, and you know, so that you can be able to function normally while working at home. And you know, try not to get distracted. Let the children know that at that particular time that you cannot be disturbed. And why is this important? Because if you just go about your normal way, your normal day, like as if you're at home and you're doing some extra things on the side, then your productivity is definitely going to suffer to the cost of your company. And of course, don't just be cramped up in one little space. If you know while you're at the office, you would normally go out for a 5-minute walk outside, then do that. Don't have yourself so stiff. You could go out, take a little sun, go out for a 5-minute walk, and just remember social distancing. And now, of course, the next point is, to be most effective at home, and that is making sure that you have the necessary things that you need to work. So don't be afraid to ask your employer for the necessary equipment that you need. If you don't have a computer, if you don't have a laptop, then ask your employer for one, and the other necessary essentials that you need to work from home. Or else it's just not gonna make sense. You're gonna be at home and you're not gonna be able to work effectively. So the things I'm talking about here would include, as I said, your computer, your laptop, you know, your mouse, your keyboard, the proper keyboard, the necessary things that you use every day. The communication tools. If you know that you don't have a phone, make sure that the company can allow you to at least top up your cell phone. And if possible, try to see how you can maintain a separate cell phone number. I know a lot of companies, they give their workers cell phones. So my next point is to make sure that you have proper communication tools. It's your cell phone. Make sure that you have a proper email address so that you can correspond with your fellow co-workers wherever they are at this time while you're at home. So ensure that you all have some cloud system set up so that you all can share emails and share ideas and share information like you all normally do at the office. Make sure that you have a system like that set up at your home. You know, because you want to maintain that socializing with your colleagues. Because loneliness, disconnect, and isolation are sometimes problems in your work life, especially for extroverts. And companies with remote work schedule usually offers ways to socialize, like I mentioned before, email addresses, maybe you all can have a Skype meeting and so on. Also, you all may also have regular office meetings, and most probably you all may have to do that on Skype or some other viewing internet software. Be sure to be on time for those meetings, and be sure to be informed and to inform others as well. And of course, you know that this virus is going around. If by chance that you get sick, not because you're home, that you cannot take a sick leave. If you're not well, you're not well. If you need to sleep, you need to sleep. If you're sick, you're sick. Also, over communicating sometimes can help in those situations. Make sure to share all your projects that you're working on with your fellow colleagues. You know, make sure that they know at what level that you're on, and make sure that you're sticking to your time schedule. And in all this going on, you know, with not being able to go out, not being able to go so much places, not social distancing, not being able to visit certain family members, be positive. The next tip, don't be so hard on yourself. The most successful remote employees have a reputation of being extremely disciplined. Because after all, it takes serious focus to do any full-time office job in an unconventional space. And my last tip for you is to end your day like you would usually do. Just as you started up your day like you would usually do, you take a bath, you take a shower, you iron your clothes if you have to. End your day like you usually do. If you normally leave work at 4:30, then you should stop work at your home at 4:30. Most people have the tendency to go ahead of the time, way ahead of the time, and forget family time and other important things that they usually do home when they leave work. So end your day like you'd used to. That being said, I want to thank you guys for watching. That's about it I have to share. If this is your first time on this channel, I'd like to say that I share on personal development, finance and money related issues, spiritual growth, among other related things. So if those are topics that you're interested in, feel free to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when I release a new video like this one. Also, if you like this video, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It is a good way to let YouTube know that you're interested in the content of this channel. So YouTube figures, well, if you're interested in the content of this channel, then somebody else around the world might be interested in it as well. And as a result, they promote my videos to a little bit more people. All in all, just thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next video. I just shared with you a few tips on how to be productive while working at home. Peace out.